All right, Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory and fear goes out to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, always, Bahashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who lead our nation. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there and the sisters that's tuning in. I say Shalom. And I want to do a quick video. This started to brew in the news, like I think about the end of 2018 or maybe somewhere in 2019 about these killer hornets and everything. But I wanted to go into this article because these hornets were popping up. I forget exactly where it was and what country, but they're starting to make stateside. They're in the United States now. So I'm going to read this article and then I'm going to bring out some scriptures. It says, America's first murder hornet nest found by scientists in Washington State. This is from Russia Today, or from RT News. It was published on the 23rd of October 2020. It says, entomologists in Washington State have discovered the first Asian giant hornet nest in the U.S. and are planning to destroy it as an invasive species. The terrifying insect wiped out native honeybees and can kill a human. That's how deadly they are. With a 3-inch wingspan and a potent venomous sting, the Asian giant hornet is the world's largest species of hornet and a fearsome killing machine. A handful of these creatures can devastate a honeybee hive in a matter of hours, decapitating hundreds of bees before taking the hive as their own. And you can go on YouTube and they actually, Esau's actually got footage of it. These Asian hornets go into a honeybee's hive and snatch off their head. Just that's how they attack them. They just snatch their heads off, just decapitating them all, and take over that honeybee. He has a footage of it. You can see it on YouTube. All you have to do is basically just put it in YouTube or Google it, and look at the size. They're massive. Like you can see on this one on the left hand side, look like it's on top of some type of fruit. You can see. Look how big the eyes are, and in the nose. Like you can see the imprint of their face. That's how big they are. So it says murder hornets tagged, which that's what the picture is on the right hand side. They tagged it. So tagged it with tracking devices, escaping as Washington State struggles to find and destroy nests before slaughter phase. So basically, they're trying to. They basically captured one and they tagged it and they wanted it to basically track it back to its nest where the rest of them are before they go on a slaughter phase, slaughtering all the honeybees. Because you already, because of Esau's disastrous ways, a lot of the bees are naturally dying off from what he's doing, with the pollution, polluting the air with chemicals, with the chemtrails and everything that he's putting out in the world, man. Everything out there is, you seeing shortage of bees. When I was a child, you seen a bee every day. All you had to do is just be out anywhere near flowers, anywhere near like fruit trees and things like that. And I'm from California, so where I grew up, there was fruits, there was plants and trees and flowers and stuff. There was a lot of pollinating going on so I seen bees every day. Now it's like you notice a bee, but before there was so many bees that you never noticed them unless they was pestering you, unless they was bugging you or you thought they was about to sting you. Now you notice them because they come around like, oh damn, that's a bee. It says entomologists with the Washington State Department of Agriculture first received reports of these hornets last December. So it was the end of 2019. I thought it was the end of 2018, but my mistake. But so last year, almost about a year ago. It says, and this week managed to capture 2 of them. The Hornets were fitted with tracking devices, and the scientists stalked them back to their nest inside a tree in Blaine, Washington. Video shots by the WSDA shows one of the hornets emerging from the tree, its facial features clearly visible from a distance. And this is basically the footage. I'm gonna play it real quick. Here it is. Now you're gonna slow it down for you. You can see it, faster. I mean, slow it down where you can see a better, clear look at it coming out. There it comes. Man. The WSDA plans to eradicate the nest on Saturday, potentially taking the tree with it. So basically, Esau, he got to destroy everything. For one hornet's nest that's inside of a tree, he got to take the whole tree out. Well, he does that anyway with his. He has a forestation, or he deforestation, where he cuts down trees for to build things that he want to build. As if we don't need trees for the trees is part of it helps cleans and clears the oxygen, which is needed because a lot of the trees are starting. If you notice, that trees are not as strong as they used to be. You start seeing trees start to dying off, or they're withering away. Like he does so much with the chemtrails and all the chemicals and everything he puts in throughout the air. These trees, they're like living, breathing life organs as well. Like they have organs, they have anything that has life to it. Like Apostle Rakah say, they have spirits. They have spirits as well. So Esau is just destroying. All he does is destroy. We need the trees, man. We need it to help clean the air, man. Just trees aren't just good for making your wooden cabins, Esau, or paper and things like that. Everything has this perfect alignment in life. But he has to go take like as if he couldn't just go in and get the hornet. He has to go take the whole tree out. That's how he does. Even if we got to take the tree out. Anyway, it says the Asian giant hornet is considered an invasive pest, and should it gain a foothold in the state, the WSDA warns it will have negative impact on the environment, economy, and public health. As though these hornets do not generally attack people or pets, their sting is longer than that of a honeybee and contains more toxic venom. In Japan, giant hornets kill between 30 to 50 people every year. That's where it was. It was Japan, or Slovakia. It was it was Japan. I forget exactly where it was. And I'm gonna play this little clip just to see this honeybee eating some jam, some strawberry jam. Look how big that thing is, man.
She's enjoying that jam.
Alright, with no further ado, I'm gonna go into the scriptures. So this is Joshua, and I'm gonna bring these couple scriptures out, but everything is reincarnated. The Most High, things that happened in the past, the Most High brings it back to the future. It tells you that, in Ecclesiastes, 1:9, it says, that what has been, that what is has been before, and that what's been before will be, and that is now has already been in the past. Like everything is reincarnation. Just roughly paraphrasing. So the things that happened back in the ancient biblical times are going to happen in our modern day times, and they're prophecies, and they're just going to come to pass. We're waiting for constant prophecies to continue to manifest itself. So this is Joshua 24:12. It says, "And I sent the hornet before you, which drave them out from before you, even the two kings of the Amorites, but not with the sword, nor with thy bow." So this happened, in the biblical time, the time of Joshua. It's going to happen again during the time of the prophecies unfolding right now. This is Deuteronomy 7, and I'm going to start at verse 19. It says, "The great tribulation, the great temptation, which thine eyes saw, and the signs, and the wonders, and the mighty hand, and the stretched out arm, whereby the Lord thy power brought thee out. So shall the Lord thy power do unto all people whom thou art afraid." So the Most High, and this is a time right now of the Most High doing that as well, because the Most High is doing these. He's working miracles and things behind the scene in the spiritual realm that's starting to manifest itself in the physical. We're starting to see it. The Most High is dealing with these other nations. It's primarily Esau, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. He's dealing with you. Dealing with you and the things that he having you do against yourself. Other nations, other Edomite nations against the United States, or because that's what it's going to come down to. And all you Edomites, this is your kingdom, and you're not ruling it on one accord. You have other Edomite nations that can't stand other Edomite nations. Like the Europeans, they hate America. Well, just about every country out there hate Americans. Period. But the Most High is starting to show you that he's moving further and further away from assisting and aiding the so-called white man. You're starting to become a victim when you are victimizing people. Verse 20, "Moreover, the Lord thy power will send the hornet among them, until they that are left and hide themselves from thee be destroyed. Thou shalt not be frightened at them, for the Lord thy power is among you, a mighty power and terrible." And that's the thing, because like the state, Washington State is primary. There's a lot of Jake in Washington State. It's a lot of Israelites in Washington State, but primarily it's a lot of Edomites over there. But the point is, the Most High sent them over there, and you Edomites are so fucking afraid that you want to take out a whole tree just to get to one nest of these hornets. That's how afraid you are. And it says that they don't normally attack humans, but since they kill about 30 to 50 people in Japan, you're frightened over there. You're like, oh man, because the Most High gonna send them to sick on you. This is your kingdom, and this is happening on your watch. So this is Second Ezra 9, and I'm gonna start at the top. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." And that's what's happening. When you see the scriptures, what the scriptures say happening in your everyday life, where you can see the evidence of it, that's part of the Most High visiting the world in which he made. That's him showing and waving his hand in the earth so you can see. It's his fingerprints. Anything that happened scripturally, which is a prophecy and happened before your eyes where you can see it for yourself, that's the Most High. That's him. That's him showing himself. Verse 3, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, And you seen that. We seen that. It's just going to, if you ain't paying attention, you ain't got to been paying attention in 2020. All you docile people that weren't looking, reading, researching, paying attention what's going on globally in the news, financially, economically, socially, and paying attention what's going on, also criminally, what's going on, all the crimes that's being committed all across the world. If you ain't been paying attention the majority of your life, when 2020 came up on everybody, the Most High just took a spiritual slap to everybody's face who wasn't paying attention and showing you couldn't escape it. Why? Because it's happening in your living room. You're being affected by it. So now everybody sees what's going on. There's no escaping it. All you people used to try, you just turn off the TV set because you don't want to see what's going on out there. Anything outside your doorstep, you didn't have to. I had an ex-girlfriend, she used to tell me, I don't like to see all that stuff. I just turn it off. I don't want to watch it. And she didn't have to watch it. She used to just keep tuning it out. Now you can't tune it out. Why? Because it's in and it's on you. It's ain't no avoiding it now. You can't go into your little hut and it be done. Like you do whatever. It's affecting you and your life. Verse 4, it says, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. The end is manifesting. Most High manifesting the prophecies to come to pass so that we can get the heck up out of here. So this man's system, this man's power structure, this man's rulership, this man clearly being in power and on top will be over. The Most High is manifesting that. And then he's going to give a kingdom which belongeth unto Yahushua on down to the Hebrew Israelites. Our own kingdom, the kingdom of heaven, ruled in righteousness. So with that, I'm going to bring this video to a close. I want to say all praise, honor, and glory and fear to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Arakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who lead our nation, and peace and salutations to the whole elect. Shalom.